There we go. Working appropriately. Welcome to my winter wonderland. Here's the snacking mess. And I match. Everything's plaid. How fun, right? It's a little better. So what is going on where I may or may not be located pretty recently? Buffalo is a cluster mess, right? Oh my goodness. Legitimately. And not just with the snow. So the snow has been most recent, 7 feet, Thanksgiving, like 2 foot, and then this latest 6 or so feet, somebody was saying. By the time I come back, it's all cleaned up. Everybody's got everything under control for the most part, and they did a great job. We'll see how tomorrow goes once we get that far. Shit though, why is so much going on lately right here in our little neck of the woods? Why was there the top shooting, and then that same tops, ironically, out of probably a few dozen, few hundred in the state or in the city, that exact same one got looted. That exact same one, gets hammered with 14 feet of snow or what have you. That doesn't seem odd to anyone. I don't know. Maybe I've just been not in this city enough, though I've lived in New York my whole life, but not come up to Buffalo too routinely. Yes, I am a tornado. And bad government's the trailer park for sure. Don't we love Beth? Oh my God, she's a trip. But I'm sure there's something nefarious about the character and the entire situation, because anything in Hollywood we know is not that you didn't get there because you're a good person. I'm sure of it. So Buffalo, why Buffalo? Why New York? Ooh, why? I just want these questions answered. I'm very sorry to all the people that have passed away. That's super unfortunate. That seems like a most unique and unusual situation too. 28 dying, 40. What is the count up to? And why is Mark Poloncarz counting it one way and the city of Buffalo counting another? Where did we hear this before? Strange counts. COVID, you count it no matter what scenario. I don't know. Obviously, I'm just completely recalcitrant. I haven't been on here in a substantial amount of time. I'm grumpy because my skin is so super dry. Man, don't I have first world problems? So I'm going to stop that nonsense. We're going to start my vaporizer, and then my skin will be happy. This one's will be amazing too. I don't know. I'm curious and I'm perturbed, and I just wonder what is going on. Why Buffalo? Like, what's special about it? And then, don't we see most recently is that FTX nonsense coming out? Sam Bankman-Fried, the bank is fried. You don't think that's intentional? I mean, come on. That's a really unique name to have, don't you think? We'll see. So anyways, Sam Bankman-Fried, yes, is in big trouble for his XTX. He's got extradited allegedly from Bahamas and to New York, of course, and he's going to spend time in Epstein's jail cell, of course. I'm sure he'll be fine this time, though, right? All the kinks in the closed circuit TV in the jail cell are fixed. Yeah, right. Okay. And I know I'm getting squirrely. Things are so weird. So Sam, FTX, the judge had to recuse herself from his trial because her husband works at Davis Polk and Wardwell. L is the law firm out of New York, obviously. Why did this freaking this just sent me over the edge, because I'm like, damn, I know that law firm. I know that name. Why do I know this name? For 2021, all this happened. It allegedly gave advice, or what do they call it? Counseled FTX for whatever stupid reason, and money laundering that happened, what have you. Come to find out, Trisha dug in her archives, and Davis Polk Wardwell lawyers out of look at me getting all hyped up, out of New York State, was who handled the Assembly, New York State Assembly's investigation into Andrew Cuomo's wrongdoings. The latest ones, the ones where he allegedly actually got caught for and supposedly resigned for. How did I put all that together? I love Amazing Polly. She has great stuff and she puts 900 pieces together. These are Trisha pieces. And I put that together because I talked to these women and was like, hey, Andrew Cuomo, I have a lot of dirt on his dumbass. Here's what you need to know. And sent emails back and forth, sent remonstrances, and said, hey, that SAFE Act, you probably can't do that. I don't know, something about Article 1, Section 12 should be upheld at some point in time to be securing your person's papers, houses, and effects against unreasonable search and seizure without a warrant. And let me go a step further, a valid warrant, okay? Something about people of the things to be seized and the places to be searched, an address that actually maybe exists instead of I don't know, Dan Koch having no idea what the 11 elements of a valid warrant need to be. You guys are ridiculous, and I'm getting unbelievably sick of this. So, Davis, Polk, and Wardwell. Interesting. I feel like so much more is going to come out about that. We are keeping really close ties on the election. That's ugly. New York State has I don't know, 900,000 ghosty ones that weren't supposed to be in there. So, could you imagine if all these ties that come around and maybe I had a little hand in some of it? Yeah, my hands are very little. They smell amazing right now. Lemongrass, that is. Love it. But I have done a lot of work in very many aspects, and it's driving me fruity at this point in time. So I really need everything to come to fruition. I need to have my little mark on a few things and go, holy shit, maybe I did put this piece of the puzzle together and that one. And can we just be done with this? Can we be done with this nonsense that is called Congress? This nonsense that it's supposed to be the vegetable in the White House. So Buffalo has, whatever the number actually is. I think 40 was one of the numbers that were passed around. People that have died. That one woman, 20-year-old or something, passed away in her car and had live streamed it. I mean, I have young children, young girls that are young ladies, and that tore me. I mean, that's horrific. What are we doing? I mean, I don't think I'm going to go that way. I'd like to consider myself somewhat of a survivor. Granted, I'm not in that situation. There are circumstances that are so far beyond your control that you might not have any hope, but I'm going to make something happen even if this situation doesn't work out. I mean, you double check your is the exhaust clear for the APU unit, the heater? Do you have DEF? Do you have diesel? So, and water and food, right? Because they ran out pretty specifically. Pretty quickly too, right? And now we're looting. Is that true? I don't know. I haven't seen it. And then they said the National Guard's here. I didn't see it either. Might not be in quite the right spot for all that. Or yesterday, if you came, that might have been the scenario. Seems like they're getting everything cleaned up at this point. And as long as nothing more comes, which it didn't happen to notice right now. So, where was I going with that? Okay, we got to get rid of this vegetable in the White House. Congress is whores, right? You're all whores. I don't know whether 535 of you, and maybe 86 didn't show to Zelensky's, would somebody call him a lobbyist? Yeah, you're lobbying and being a little fucking beggar. You're begging for money. I have no sympathy, and I mean zero, and I will stand by this just like I did COVID when you thought I was wing nutty, not wearing masks and not wanting to get the vax and telling you there was no such, not that there's no such thing, but what we're being told is not the thing, the correct thing. What we're being told is a halfy truth, maybe. What we're being told is a narrative and advancing the narrative. So Zelensky is a he's a puppet. I mean, if you can't figure that out and you're dancing in music videos and high heels, looking all retarded, you've had time to be on People magazine, take, photo shoots with your wife, and now you're coming to fucking the United States in your goddamn hoodie, you got a t-shirt on, I'm just gonna go to Congress in my pajama pants. That's cool. Let's do that. Oh my gosh, here I go. Set me over the edge because I need something more. But he's like, yeah, dude, we can't win this war. Need some more fucking money. Even though taxation is theft. Holy smokes, I think we're finally fucking figuring that out. Or you're just good. You're just going to give away every penny you make. You're just going to give away your children's and your grandchildren's generational wealth. I'm pretty well done with that. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. What do you do? Get arrested again? Big fucking deal. So what? Shit. That stuff doesn't scare me anymore. Take away everything I have? Psh, you're already trying to, I don't know why we're so scared. Well, that's not true. I do, because I was there once for a long time. Or I just wasn't paying attention. And I think that is our biggest obstacle. Until it drastically affects you drastically and directly, you just don't give a shit. Until CPS comes for your kids unlawfully without Article 1, Section 12, a valid warrant, which they never do. Unless it's your family stuck in a snowstorm, unless you're the one that probably doesn't have your medicine. So I don't know how to get over that obstacle other than come on here, have nobody watch, not give a shit, and just make my record. And, complain because the Ukraine flag is up in Lackawanna. Are you fucking retarded? Anyone that can't see that this is a money laundering scheme by now should not be in any government, not local. You probably shouldn't even be the head of your household because you're a retard. You're not smart. You can't see past the fucking hand in front of you. And you need to kind of figure things out a little bit for yourself. Okay? So we're going to handle that because back to the Zelensky, back to Congress, back to the vegetable in the White House. The Brunson versus Adams is allegedly, and trust me, I don't put any, and I mean none, faith in the Supreme Court because we have all of these other made up bullshit decisions. Caniglia versus Strum, May 17th, 2020, you can't be disarmed without a warrant in your house. And yeah, here we are. How the fuck? So what about Mayberry versus Madison? That doesn't seem to be upheld. Murdoch versus Pennsylvania? Pretty sure I don't need a license to do jack shit. But yeah, here we are. So I don't have a huge, I'm trying not to put all my eggs, whatever eggs I have left, in that basket. But it did seem like it's extremely well organized. These men are brilliant, all right? Those 4 brothers out of Utah that have been working for these 2 years against it. The fact that allegedly the Supreme Court and those attorneys came to them, said, hey, can you fix this a little bit more? Add in that we've already tried to let you have cure. You come in and you fix it and you kick out all these Congress people that were pretty much treasonous bastards, right? At this point, Article 3, Section 3, Clause 1. I don't know if that's right, actually, but it's something along those lines. So for treason, if you get convicted by a jury of your peers using due process of law, the thing that most of us have been denied for a simple traffic violation that shouldn't exist anyways, the penalty is treason. The penalty is death. I didn't write it. I have no problem enforcing it. No problem. So anyways, if that happens for the federal Congress, and the fact that I have a remonstrance in from 2020 that I only wanted 4 of those jack wagons gone, right? Carl Heastie, Speaker of the House, Brad Holyman, Assange, I don't know if I'm saying that right, and Godfrey, he's a piece of work. Because when you took away the religious exemption, Congress shall make no law regarding religion. I mean, you all were treasonous right there. The fact that it was allowed to continue for 4 sessions, I mean, I think I want all 13 of them now because there was unlawfully drawn new boundaries. My kindergartner, could have done it better with a crayon at that point in their lives, and we just called it good. That's New York State. Make it good. Whatever we want. Made up horseshit. So, if they get to have that, the Supreme Court allegedly decides it, hands it down to federal, that I'm going to walk it into New York State. And we know once New York State gets its act together, and if we can save and salvage what's left of it, I think the rest of the 49 come together too. Could you imagine? Saving the Republic as opposed to destroying it. I'm excited. I get excited talking about it. I get excited wanting people to be as passionate about it as I am. We're paying John Wolf, what the fuck is he? Director of Public Works in Lackawanna. You have absolutely no clue. The mayor is Annette. She's been served, but we'll get there. I know I'm getting in the woods. It's not working to remove. It's not efficient to remove a bad actor one at a time. So that's why I want to become efficient. And once the Supreme Court case is ruled, and it should be 9-1 in favor of Brunson, then we take them all out. You're done. You're done because you should have done the right thing. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. How the SAFE Act in 2013 ever got passed is fucking beyond me. But then we've seen it again in 2019 when you pretend like you can take religious exemptions, which we shouldn't even have to have exemptions. I either want it or I don't. It's not up to the schools to tell me what I decide to do with my children. Offspring, excuse me. This might get loud if it kicks on. Yeah, we got to get so back to the meat and potatoes, the foundation, the original legislative intent, and somebody, for fuck's sake, find a parliamentarian that has a fucking clue. Maybe even a pocket constitution give these motherfuckers. It was Brad. No, I don't think I even had that right. Brian Hack. Last I knew, but that could have changed. So let's figure it out. I mean, there's probably for New York, I don't know all the details. There might be a few that just came in this session. You're maybe have clean hands for right now. Maybe I'll keep you. We the people won't give you a pink slip for right yet. But fix it, And there's one other seasoned assemblyman that I can tolerate, and I would take his counsel. I'll probably keep him around too, but we're gonna fix it in like 2 weeks. You're gonna know we're really we're serious. This is serious at this point. I think I've said it before, but I just feel like the window is closing. So whatever this funky shit that's been going on is, I don't know. I don't know why there's weaponization of the weather right here in New York. Why is it so important to ruin New York, Kathy Hochul, Mark Pollenkarts, and the rest of you you're just ignorant, you're arrogant, and we the people have had enough of it. So we're going to usher in definitely not your new world order, but a better one. I'm ready to get back to why do you even go there? Oh, that's it too. $32,000 raise a year? Yeah, nice. A special session for that, no less, but you won't do a special session when I tell you, hey, reverse your course there, you psychopaths. You can't kick kids out of school. I think they need to pay. You need to pay up. You need to get out. We're taking pensions. We're taking yachts and mansions and helicopters. You won't have a fucking thing. I would hope that you'll get a new appreciation for the bum that got saved, allegedly, but I don't even know if I believe that story. It's too convenient. It's too convenient. It's too publicized immediately. I'm so scrutinous. I just question everything that's on a screen practically, right? We're ready to question it, and you're gonna live like the the people you allege that you represent. What happened? It was initially Trisha Trucker goes up to Albany because, hey, these roads suck. Let's fix this situation. You don't get paid. You get a room and board to stay there for the couple weeks you want to help out. Maybe a year, maybe even a session. But then you go back to doing what you're supposed to do. You go back to being a productive member of society, not a drain on it. And that's all we're seeing. I mean, I'm like, yay, Congress is back in session. And I go, oh, Congress is back in session because they're going to ruin shit. They're going to fuck it up. You're going to have no idea what your Article 13, Section 1 says for right now. But you're going to remember awfully quick when Wayne Jackson, I'll have to look it up. Sergeant in Arms of the Assembly is going to give you a pink slip because I gave it to him. And that's how that's all going to go. It's a CEO situation, and we're taking back the reins. I just ordered my business cards, and I'll put one in on everybody's desk because you're going to need loss prevention. Y'all are in major trouble. So financially, possibly all legally, lawfully. So super excited, right? We'll figure it out. Such a shit show. But you got to be good to your neighbor, especially now. I think a lot of people really rallied together. Sounded like we were helping each other. You're getting food and supplies and medicine, helping, shovel each other out, trying to find your car wherever it landed, and they stole it from you and took it somewhere. What are you going to do? You park on the street. What are you going to do? Oh, it was a recipe for disaster. Anyways, this also isn't the first time. This has happened numerous times, right? Why is it so sensationalized right now? Why is there polar cyclones and Armageddon, Snowmageddon, and all these titles are given to it just to make it a little bit more dramatic, I guess, if you'd say. So we'll see. Stay in touch. Check on everybody. Give a little extra love to your people. It was awesome to stay home with them, though. But it's back to work, both here and back to my activism because shit, we have got to fix this right now. I'm still going to have a little bit of fun. New Year's looks awfully amazing. In 2023, I think is our best year yet. So I love you. I do, as always. Be good to each other. And shit, keep asking questions because stuff is freaking weird. It's weird. And I don't understand it. And I want to know more. Love ya.